The live commentary may not reflect this rating. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, it's Clona Comics Inc. Welcome back, more Metroid 2, Return of Samus. In the last episode, we got the last energy tank and the last missile tank, and we got the screw tank, and defeated all the Metroids in here, and also met the Zeta Metroids. There's actually only 3 Zeta Metroids in this game, and we fought all 3 of them in a single episode. Okay. So, next what we're going to do is we're going to retrace our steps. And we're going to continue forth where the acid has risen, but as you can see, there's one Metroid of this phase, and I'm sort of worried that we're going to have a repeat of those 3 pointless Metroids that I swear were seriously just filler, not actually that relevant. I gotta figure out where I am. Okay, here we are. And this area looks kind of like a bell. Do you guys notice? Oh yeah, the acid is no longer here. So now... Now we're gonna pop down here, and now if you need missiles, you can't beat these guys, but you should have restored your missiles with the missile station in the last phase. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. But now, I want to head down here. I like how rocky it's getting. It's probably because we're closer to the planet's core. Because we are just, we're still just kind of going down. But the Metroids are going down. Get it? Okay, if we're causing a genocide on the Metroid species, we probably shouldn't taunt them. I mean, not that I think they're intelligent enough to really know we're taunting them, but... Just... If you're gonna kill a creature, don't taunt it, or it's just gonna lose the will to live. Alright. So I'm gonna start by going left. Excuse me, this is right. Jeez, I always do that. And we have these Helmosaur enemies, which if you're low on health, you can grind off of a little bit, which I would recommend you do actually. You have a screw tech and just screw them. I actually don't know what the screw tech does against the Metroids, but I guess maybe we can find out. Okay, ow. Now we head in here. Get your missiles out. Ow, don't stand in that. Just have random pools of acid here. Check it out! We're just fighting an Alpha Metroid! Come on, these things are wimpy. We've fought these before. What happens if you screw attack in here? Oh, that just pushes it away, but it doesn't actually damage it. This is so fun! Just pushing the Metroid around. Oh, okay. Whatever. I remember I did a fake skit in my camera LP of Metroid 2 with that Alpha Metroid saying, "If I get hit by this Metroid, I'm selling my channel for $7." And I purposely got hit on it, and that was actually, I know I called it fake bullshit, but, yeah, it was actually a copy from, a Corey X Kenshin video when he was playing Guts and Glory. Yeah, I rip people off. Not that it's a good thing. Please don't rip people off and try to, like, pass it off as your own. I'm admitting that I did. I did not think of that, and what- Hey! What happened to the acid? Did the acid... It looks like the acid rose, it didn't lower. What? That can't be right. We still have one Metroid left to get. Maybe there was something we missed up there. Let's go back and see. In here. Oh, I can hear another fly in my bedroom. Fly that found its way in here and can't get out. Alright, I'm just fighting a Zeta Metroid. What the fudge? Well, this is an Omega Metroid, the second most dangerous of any of all of the Metroid's life cycle. It's sixth and second to last stage of life. Now, the Omega Metroid fights pretty much identically to the Zeta Metroid, but it just takes more hits. It takes, I believe, 40 missiles if you just hit it in the front, but if you hit it in the back, I believe the damage you do to it is triple. But like I said, like I said, they are dangerous. If you take too long on these guys, you can potentially take a lot of damage. So be careful. And just letting you know, in the next area we're going, there are no energy stations or missile stations. So be very careful. Fight them carefully. Like if you don't fight them right, like I was doing there, then you're gonna take a lot of damage. All right. If you took a lot of damage on that Omega Metroid, I would recommend grinding off these Helmosaur enemies, you know, which I think I'll do a little bit. I'm thinking they're actually dropping energy. All right, that should do. Actually, see if we can get a little more just in case. Thank you very much. And if you need to grind off missiles, you can fight these guys, but I don't really think you need too many missiles. I say maybe at least 180. Have at least 180 before going on. Ow. And I totally forgot to show. I believe, yeah, right here's where the acid would be. Basically what happened is that, this is where the acid would be if you came here. You go up to fight that Alpha Metroid, then you find out that the acid actually rose, and then you go back, and that's your introduction to the Omega Metroid. So yeah, it's pretty devastating. And now, it's just a stretch. Yeah, these guys trying to hinder us. Well, actually, I think they're just kind of minding their own business. To be fair, like, none of the creatures in here are part of, like, any malicious gang, like the Space Pirates were. Like, pretty much every enemy you found in Metroid 1 was part of the Space Pirates. Not so in this game. All of these creatures are just here minding their own business. I don't really think any of them actually, except for the Metroids and that one enemy we had to defeat to get the sprinkle, none of them really try to directly attack you. They're just kind of here minding their own business. If only they didn't damage you, then I wouldn't bother killing them. But they're hindering our progress, so yeah, it's sad, really sad. It sounds, oh wow, very unlucky time for it to jump. Those creatures are cool. I don't actually remember what they're called. And now in here, we are here. We are now in Omega Metroid territory. There's a save pedestal here, but I'm not going to use it just in case I need to redo the recording. We are in the Omega Metroid territory, and there are 3 Omega Metroids in here just waiting for us. I would say that there's no life in here other than the Metroids. Everything else is dead, which makes it creepier. But actually, there are some other creatures in here for you to fight. I don't know why so that does mean you can restore your energy a little bit if you need to. Because like I said, there are no energy stations and no missile stations in this place. There it goes. Alright. In here, we have very pointy looking spikes in there, so don't go in there. Just listen to the music. It's so eerie. Here, get your missiles out. Alright, here we go. And they make a different sound than the other Metroids did. Ooh, come on, come on. If you can get up really close to it and just fire missiles, because like I said, they stay like the Zeta Metroids, they stay still when you're when you hit them with a missile. So they look tough, they look intimidating, but they're actually not that hard to fight. And like I said, you fight them the exact same way as the Zeta Metroids, but I think they just take more. But I think they just take more hits and do more damage. You also can knock them away with the screw attack, and presumably you could do that with the other Metroids as well. There you go. Oop. No. Okay. Jeez. I guess we wouldn't have a repeat of that one thing in Norfair and Metroid 1, but if you get hit by spikes and just hold A, you'll keep going up. So you can't get trapped in there like you can in Norfair and Metroid 1. Thank God. Now, if I jump down here, this is where the acid is, which will lower once you've defeated the two Metroids that are in here. Now, just letting you know, if you actually do a suicide dive into here and keep on going, you actually can tank it through and get all the way through, but there's actually a prevention from you doing that. At the end of it, there will be a spike barrier that prevents you from going further, and when you defeat all the Metroids in here, not only will the acid lower, but the spikes will disappear as well. So it's just a way to keep you from sequence breaking. I do have to wonder what would happen if you actually kept going without defeating all the Metroids before and like beat the final boss. Kind of an odd thought. Wonder if you can do some hacking magic to figure that out. I still wish there were no enemies in here because it would have made it more eerie. Up here, there is another save point. Now, this looks familiar. If you saw the Clona Network video where I played Metroid 2 for the first time, I actually started here, and I found the Omega Metroid and thought it was Ridley for some reason. And yeah, I had the plasma beam and everything. I played on the previous owner's file, and didn't realize it. I didn't even know there were save files in here. And then I remember when I picked up Metroid 2 again, I started it, and I accidentally selected the other file and started anew. Okay. If you need to grind, you can a little. It might be recommended if you really need it, but there may not be many missile restock. If you want to get an energy station, you're going to have to go all the way back, and you don't want that. So make sure you fight the Omega Metroids right. If you lose a lot of health, I would suggest just resetting and going back to the save point. Which I hope I won't have to do because I didn't save at the save point. And, because, you know, I'm recording, and if I need to do it over again, I can do it. Alright, we have water here, but it's not gonna cause us problems. And here we go, second one. So there's 3 Zeta Metroids in this game and 4 Omega Metroids. Oh yeah, and you can't hit him from the top or the bottom either. Can you hit him from the top? Okay, no you can't. Okay, I should have hit it when it was... Huh. Jeez, I'm doing poorly. Oh, hit it in the back. What is it with me and only being able to land one hit off in the back and the second one just goes through it? Oh my gosh, we're actually getting kind of low on health. Bro, stop getting hits! There you go! I don't know why I said bro there, but whatever. I may need some extra health, though, so, I gotta stop calling it health, it's energy. If it was health, then Samus would be out of her power suit. Or, I guess, Varia suit. You notice the Varia suit makes us have big shoulders, too, so the Varia suit actually had a unique design instead of just being a recolor. Not that you can really do recolors in a Game Boy game, but... Yeah, like, I know Game Boy games were, like, designed in black and white, because that's what the original Game Boy was, but if you play it on a Game Boy Color or a Game Boy Advance, as you can see, it does indeed have a little bit of color to it. I'm gonna get some energy real quick. Actually, while I'm getting the energy, I can keep talking about that whole thing with the Game Boy. Like, I don't know exactly what determines what color things are. Maybe it has to do with how Game Boy games are developed. But like, if you play like certain games, like for example, if you play the original Pokemon generation games, I think Pokemon Yellow was made for the Game Boy Color, despite it being but the first three were just kind of like black and white Game Boy games. If you played them on a Game Boy Color, you would actually see the game would have a little bit of tint to it. So if you played Pokemon Red on a Game Boy Color, it would have a red tint to it. Play Pokemon Green, it would have a green tint to it. Play Pokemon Blue, it will have a blue tint to it. So Game Boy games aren't totally in black and white, and it really bothers me when I look on YouTube and see long plays and playthroughs of regular Game Boy games, and they're just always in black and white. And it's like, and I think Kirby's Dream Land and Kirby's Dream Land 2 have the most color of a black and white Game Boy game. It's like, the game can have a little bit of color. Oh jeez. And that reminds me, we still gotta redo our Let's Plays of Kirby's Dream Land and Kirby's Adventure, but I wanna finish the Metroid series first. Cause I like Metroid more than Kirby. And Zelda. And Mario. Yeah, I'm gonna just go straight to Metroid is my favorite Nintendo series. Now, the last Omega Metroid is in here. Oh, jeez, okay, we got to it a lot sooner than I thought we would. Okay, let's just quickly get it. Okay, get it in the back. Or get it in the back of the head, more like. Which I guess it still counts. Get up close and personal with it. Actually, if I stand up here... Okay, no, that doesn't work. That does not work. That does not work. Okay. Spam the missiles on it. You can spam to am on it if you're close enough to it. It seems like its hitbox on the front is bigger than it is on the back, and I didn't actually know that, but there you go. We've gotten all 3 Omega Metroids. And check it out. There is only one Metroid left to get. What could it possibly be? Could it be a joke and give us an Alpha or Alpha or Gamma Metroid? Will it be a Zeta Metroid and an Omega Metroid, or an Omega Metroid? Or will it be a regular Metroid in its mature state from Metroid 1, and you're suddenly in despair because you have no idea how to fight it? Or could it be a type of Metroid we haven't seen yet? Maybe it could be something that's unique. Well, guess we're just gonna have to continue on and find out. This game just came and went. But Metroid 2 is kind of short if you know what you're doing. And I very much know what I'm doing. Alright. You can see how fast I'm going. You can definitely get through here without... you can definitely get through here taking damage with the acid lower. If you have enough health, that is. I mean, we have 2 energy tanks and 20 energy, so you can't... Yeah, we will not be able to do this. But, if you did do that, right here there would have been a spike barrier that prevents you from going further. So, so you wouldn't be able to do that. Alright, we have the thick water here. That really hinders your progress. Alright, now, going up here, there are, actually not here. Okay, apparently there are ones here. But I just want to give a fair warning, as you're going through this area, there's gonna be hidden pits on the floor. So, I would recommend you just space jump throughout the whole thing if you can. And if, should we fall into a pit, I'll just cut to getting back up. Alright, it's just screw attack through here. You never know where the pits are going to be. Okay, I don't know why I felt the need to land on that. You don't get tired from using it. Samus probably never gets tired from being in the power suit at all, because probably has some kind of like actual human energy reproduction thing in it. I don't know. It's interesting to think about how Samus's power suit actually works. I know it has like a scanning feature to like get information on creatures and like research, stuff like that. She can also visibly see how much strength she has within her suit, and she can basically she can see everything that we can see in the HUD in her visor. And check it out, save points. This is the home stretch, guys. The final boss is just above us. Next time on Metroid 2 Return of Samus, we're going to take on the final boss and eradicate the Metroids once and for all. See you guys then.